Hello, fellow Inquisitors, Split Persona here, and welcome back to Inquisitor Martyr. We are going to go and continue on with Chapter 4, the Van Winter Legacy. And, yeah, we're going to explore the coordinates that old Grexus gave us after the last mission, and, see if we can't find any more clues. Ambush on Afige Minor. I believe that's how it's pronounced. If not, I completely messed it up. My worst fears came true. The astute Cavalier has become the vessel of a chaos cult, and it is roaming the Tenebra sector like a cursed derelict, spreading madness and corruption in its wake. I must put an end to this. I may be able to intercept the ship on Aphagus Minor, but it must be a surgical strike. I need the astute Cavalier intact. Let's go see if we can't take care of that then. So in the last one, we went and we learned that the astute Cavalier should have the logbook on it. And hopefully we can get that.
All Imperial Vox channels are reporting a serious demonic incursion. This world is teetering on the brink of destruction.
Which indicates that the Cavalier could be still here. Those accursed cultists spread the taint of chaos like a disease.
The Arbise channels keep repeating the name of their leader, the Blood Drinker.
I may have arrived just in time. I'll find him and interrogate him about the Cavalier.
Let us go purge some heretics. Oh, okay, you're dead. Turret was still moving. I killed it so fast it didn't even know it was dead. Alright. Let us keep going. And... oh, man, we are just doing so much damage. Like, the Psyker class just really is an overall just complete damage dealer when you set it up right. Like, you can just deal so much damage. You can do that with a lot of the other classes, but there's just something about just raining destruction down upon your enemies like this, and just, I mean, just look at that. He just melted. Oh, glorious. Oh, there's a clue there. Well, let's wipe out these fools and then continue onward. Open it and I will feast on your soul. I must warn you, we have serious doubts about Brother Kadax. I always thought his obsession with Herman Van Winter and his 8 times damned ship was a mere nuisance. But there is something else. We spent years hunting for the astute Cavalier, and I followed the orders when he sold our most sacred artifact to Van Winter, so we had to float blindly in the endless sea. We are following the fickle dreams of a lunatic. Here's the key to Uther's secret. The Anima Ultima cannot be born. The seal must be ours. Riddles upon riddles since we got that damn scar episode from the Martyr. Our war band has nothing to do with that ship, and who cares about Uther's corpse? We have a war to win.
New log entry. This is way more than the machinations of some mad cultists. It's the word bearers again, but this time they had knowledge of the Martyr and Uther's secret. And they were hunting for Herman Van Winter. The Chaos Sorcerer I defeated also has ties to Rexus, the Chaos Sorcerer in charge of this unholy operation.
Very interesting. So the word bearers knew about the Martyr already. That is very interesting. We're not going to go for that chest. I already have quite a full inventory, and I forgot to empty it out again. So, such is my curse in life. Too much inventory items and not enough inventory space. Alright, let's go down this way. Oh, you just died to a
Captain, I
blast.
have new information regarding your father's fate.
Please tell me it's good news.
Your father did indeed acquire a Chaos artifact from the Word-Bearers.
So, it's not good at all.
I strongly suspect that those monsters tried to corrupt your father. Probably to get their hands on the logbook. It's not over yet, Captain.
Ah. So they were definitely trying to do it then. Alright. Let's just avoid most of these weak, pathetic fools. And of course this is a dead end. So we're gonna have to go this way. Out of my way. Nuke. Nuke. I need to go and I have a couple, I think I have like 1 or 2 skill points, but I need to increase the cooldown so that this Firestorm ability can be cast more often, because that one is just my go-to killer when it comes to my abilities, is my nuke from the warp ability. Because nothing says ultimate power like just dropping a flaming fireball nuke from out of the void. Alright. So we're going this way now. Nuke. Nuke. Yeah, it just causes everyone to just melt. So good. Alright. Looks like we're getting real close, though. A blood drinker. We need to capture him. Which... normally we don't do capturings. Normally we do executions. But... I suppose in this instance we can make a exception.
The man, the myth, the target. I'll take him out, but I'll use non-lethal methods.
Non-lethal's just not my style. Woo! They're hitting hard.
The cultist leader in custody. He's incapacitated. Take him to the ship and have the Magus biologist prepare the necessary serums.
Understood, Inquisitor.
Whew, that was close. We actually, our health went way down there real quick. They hit hard. Alright. There's that mission done. Nice and quick. How it should be. Alright. Let us continue. Before we go any farther, let us, sell some items and clear up my inventory a little bit, because I've got too much stuff. So let me just do this and I'll sort through it all later. There we go. All right, let's continue.
The interrogation was successful, Inquisitor. The subject embraced the biochemical gifts of the Omnisire wholeheartedly. You can find my report on your data slate.
Give me an outline.
The Chaos cult that acquired the Cavalier was following the commands of a Chaos sorcerer. I won't utter its name. It burns my tongue like bile.
So, they were spreading the taint on the orders of the Word-Bearers?
That sorcerer recently ordered the Cavalier to return to their headquarters. I have the location for you.
Good. Let's go purge that headquarters. The Astute Cavalier. The confession of a captured cultist eventually led me to the hideout of the Astute Cavalier. The cultists and their word-bearer masters will pay for their atrocities against the Imperium. My main objective is still the logbook of the Van Winter family. It is the only lead I have on what happened to Uther Tiberius. Well then, let us jump in here and purge the heretics and acquire said logbook.
I'm on the Cavalier. It doesn't look good, Captain. The cultists clearly didn't believe in regular maintenance protocols.
Those filthy scoundrels. Let us hope that they will see the error of their ways soon.
First, I will take care of the word-bearer scum. Then, I will find the logbook.
It definitely looks like they, looks like somebody was having some, bad times in here. Corpses everywhere. Yeah, chaos has definitely taken over this ship. Needs a good, Inquisitor to go and clean the area. Oof, you guys hit hard. Ah! Cogitator with some clues. To Brother Krugrim, Brother Synox, Brother Zygax, Brother Arlax. I'm aware of the anger and frustration boiling among our ranks. In these trying times, we ride two juggernauts with one harness, following the 8 times blessed orders of our master and the cloudy visions of our sorcerer at the same time. Kadax may be a warlock, but he is still our brother, and the only conduit left to our glorious masters. Antagonizing him at this moment would be unwise. I spoke with the warp master, or with the warp smith, and he thinks our meddling with the logbook is futile. It uses ancient technology from the Dark Ages and strangely resistant to our blessed hexes. That means we have to keep the Astute Cavalier safe and fulfill Brother Kadax's wishes for the foreseeable future. Yeah, so, looks like the logbook may actually be some Golden Age technology there. Interesting. If even the Chaos can't get into it. Ow. Fire. Nuke. Let us continue. Let us find this book. Oh. Ahaha. Seeing you. Stupid little trap. Nuke. Alright. I'm assuming we could keep going straight down this way, probably. Nope. Which way are we going? This way, then.
A gas trap. Not a boring day at all.
I need to take you out. There we go. Oh, there's a, got you. Got you. Alright, you're all gone. Let's get this tech shrine over here, the pilfered tech shrine, and there we go. We still have 2 missions left on our Void Brethren bonus, so that's good. Bonus damage and bonus drop rates. Chest in here, but this is not where we need to be. Let's try over here.
Done. But the stench won't go away that easy.
All right. wipe them out and continue on this way. Yeah, we'll just explode you internally. Right? Let's see if we can't find... Ah, I tripped a trap. Oh well. You. Stop it. Alright. We're getting closer. Those guys exploded into balls of fire. No, I don't think so. You guys don't get to gang up on me. Take out that flamer trap. Yep. Right up here. Oh! Well, that's interesting. We killed the guy before he could instigate the dialogue. This could be a problem. Okay, maybe not. I thought the game was gonna glitch out there for a second. My blessed Emperor's granted powers are just too strong even for the game to handle, I guess. But he did! He died even before we could instigate the cutscene, so, no cutscene for us. Scar a pistol. I am trapped on this 8 times cursed ship. The Viceroy revelation was right. Uther Twiceborn came close to creating the Anima Ultima. The Anima is protected by powerful hexes, far beyond my powers. Destruction of the ship won't help, since the walls of her cage defy the laws of real space and the ether alike. The key is the Twiceborn's rosette. You must find it. Our strongest leads suggest that it is in the possession of the Van Winter rogue trader clan. They must have the answers. To where Uther's body lies? Oh, they must have the answers to where Uther's body lies. Try to corrupt their leader with treasures he can't refuse. Give him what he needs the most, and he will lead us to the rosette. I will guard the secret with my war band. Everything else is irrelevant. The re-evaluation is dubious. The Anemone may not be our destruction, but the risk is too great.
Captain, I've gained a new insight into your father's case. These word-bearers were acting on orders from the sorcerer I encountered on the Martyr. They were trying to find Uther's rosette and lured your father into a trap to reach their goal.
In the light of these details, is there any chance that the name of my family could be cleared?
Your father acted irresponsibly, but he was not a willing servant of chaos. We'll see. First, I need that logbook.
Go to my father's private quarters and find his personal cogitator. It will open the chamber where he kept his most treasured possessions.
That's probably the cogitator there.
The door is open. I'm going inside.
Alright, let's see if we can't find the logbook. First we're gonna get these chests. Loot is always good.
I have found the logbook, but I can't open it.
Take the log back to the ship, Inquisitor. It can only be opened by my ancestral signet ring, which is coded to my DNA.
Okay. Back to the ship we go. Apparently it's the only place that can contain my powers without destroying everyone around me. Alright. So let's double check and see if we got anything good here. Damage for AoE psychics powers. Not bad. What do we have over here? No Uther's Tarot cards. No Unseals. Cortex fragments. We got one Void key. But the passives are what I want to look at. Because if we go to, I believe it's movement is... Yep, cooldown reduction is what I need to get. Because I want to make my one power a little bit faster, the Firestorm. And let's see here. Damage reduction, movement skill, movement speed. Let's see. Cooldown reduction, Remain cooldown on critical hit, cooldown reduction. Yeah, we're going to put it into cooldown reduction. That way it's just a little bit faster. But let's take a look at the psychic powers. Just to see what I have going on right now. Oh, get out of here. I keep forgetting certain things because I got the new computer. Certain things are still acting like it's a tutorial. Like I haven't played this game before. Okay, so our primary attack is the Molten Beam. That's the one that, you know, I shoot out and it's just a straight line. As of right now, that has a damage over time tag on it, negative warp heat cost, and 15% of damage dealt by this skill is granted as shield charge. That I don't really want to do anything with. I like the way that is. Fire form is my Ring of Fire, which is very nice. Right now it has increased power's duration by 50%, because now it lasts a very long time. HP regeneration when the blessing is activated is very nice. And movement speed as well, which I could switch out the movement speed for something else. I have base damage, which that would increase my damage even more and make me even more dangerous to everybody else around me. Which, granted, I could really stack that up. Cooldown reduction, I don't need to worry about because I have this right here and I can just keep reactivating it while it's on that, because this here, this increases the power's duration by 50%. That actually... Hang on, let me get into this one here. That stacks with Psychic Boon. 100% duration for psychic power buffs. So, Ring of Fire, it's... Once I activate it the first time, Ring of Fire. Fiery Form. Sorry. Once I activate it, I never have to go and worry about it ever really running out. I can just re-energize the power while it's still running. So it'll cool down before it ever expires, which is awesome. So, I mean, power's effectiveness I could do, warp heat cost, that's not really an issue because this uses, if you look, where is it? I believe it says that it actually takes up a percentage of your warp heat bar. So, and I don't believe that that actually works with it. I'd have to fool around with that and check. Extermination, that's where we call down those columns of fire when I'm surrounded by a lot of... That's my trump card, this one here. This is when I'm surrounded by like heavy hitting enemies, I'm about to die, and I need to get a lot of damage out very quickly, very fast, and hit enemies hard. Adds a vulnerability tag to the skill based on its damage type, which is fire. So it's adding fire vulnerability, which I could actually change that out because most of my enchantments on my armors and weapons and all that add vulnerabilities to it. So let's change that out to something else, actually. negative warp heat cost for this skill because this one does cost a lot. And of course, damage dealt by this skill gained as shield charge. Because it is infinite in selecting enemies, the more enemies I select, the faster it just builds up my shield charge. So let's see. Power's duration, no. Area of effect, no. Power's effectiveness. Cooldown reduction. Armor piercing tag would be nice. Armor breaking. Damage over time would be decent. Suppression damage. Critical hit chance. Half of the power's damage to warp. Huh. I think for right now... Ooh. Let's go with the armor breaking. And just leave it at armor breaking. Firestorm. Nukes from the sky, my all-time favorite ability. This thing is beast. 15% of damage dealt is gained by shield charge, which I always, because of how my build is, I'm always having a shield up. Negative 25% warp heat cost because of how it is, and adds a vulnerability tag to the skill based on its damage type. I should remove this. Because I believe... Oop, wrong button. If I look at my actual armor, yep. Adds a heat vulnerability on causing burn effect. Let's see. I know there's a bunch of other things that I have on me that add, vulnerabilities and stuff like that. So, yeah, right here. 30% effectiveness to vulnerability debuffs. Damage for burning effects. Damage bonus for pyromancy psychic powers. All of my stuff is geared towards the total obliteration and burning of everyone around me. And because of how this is, it already has that burning DOT to it. So, vulnerability tag should probably be removed and put on with something else. Increases area of effect by 25%, or increases the number of targets affected by 1. Ooh, that could be good. Power's effectiveness. We already got that. Cooldown reduction is actually here. Ooh. And that drops it down quite a bit. Let's see what else we have. We have armor piercing. We have armor breaking. Knockback. Not that much survives it. Converts half of the power's damage. Adds a vulnerability. Adds a blind tag. Adds a shock. Slow. A stun. Knockback. Wait, knockback? What's this one? Oh, knockdown. Critical hit chance. Suppression damage. Damage dealt. Cover. Damage gained is HP. I already have that one. I think we're going to go with... Ooh. I'm going to go with this, increasing area of effect by 25%. Because this is very much an AoE skill, and its whole purpose is just mass destruction. That's all it's designed for, is just to totally wreck somebody's day. I drop a nuke from orbit on him, and it just obliterates whatever is in its path. If I find out that it's not working right, I'll add back on the vulnerability tag to it and change that back out and get rid of the area of effect increase. But I want to see how this works. And then the last skill is spontaneous combustion. That's the one that just causes them just to go kaboom once they're already burning. Which since everything I have is already burning, you don't have to worry about that. So I don't think a armor piercing tag is good on that. We can do something else. Increases power's effectiveness. We already have warp heat cooldown reduction. It does recharge very fast. It's only a 2.5 second cooldown, so you don't really need a cooldown reduction on it. Armor piercing, armor breaking, vulnerability, no. Converts half of the power's damage to warp. Oh. This one I tend to use if I have big enemies. So if I do... Oh, see, I already have that on there. Oh, that's right. I already have these two on there. Oh. Let's see. I don't know why that was on. Let's see. Let's do this. Actually, no. Suppression damage. Let's add suppression damage to it and see if that does anything different to it. Because if something's big, like a big boss or something, I'm going to want to use this after I light them on fire and start burning them to try to take down as much health as possible and as much of their suppression as possible too. So, and then in my second slot, all I really have there is, the only one I really use is precognition, which it's my shield. That's all it is. It gives me a 100% of my energy shield on use. And once that's active, it's constantly running. And it only has 3 skill points. Increases power's effectiveness, warp cost, and cooldown reduction. That's the only 3 perks that it has available to it. The other one that I have, and this is for emergencies, is Death Orgy. This one is another interesting thing. It's kind of like the fire form, the ring here. Yeah, here it is. That's what I was looking for earlier. Reserves 25% of warp heat. So basically what this does is, on taking lethal damage, prevents death and heals the character to 50% HP and 50% suppression. If I were to die and I have this running, this will give me basically a resurrection, which, not gonna lie, is very nice. There's a downside to it. It reserves 25% of your warp heat, which normally isn't bad. However, my fiery form reserves 25% warp heat as well. So that's half my warp heat. I will always be in an unhinged or unstable state whenever I use any of my abilities. I did try to go and see if warp heat cost would take care of it, but it did not. So I need to, basically take that off and see what else. I've never actually... This, I don't think, does anything. So that can go away as well. So, let's see what else we got. Oh no, that does do it. Okay, so that heals 75% of HP. Okay, that's why I put that on there. Okay. Warp heat cost, cooldown reduction, max HP regeneration, suppression regeneration, supreme warp resist, and base damage. If I'm at the point where I need to have this active, I'm guessing HP regeneration is going to be what I'm going to need. So I'm going to set that up like that. And then, of course, I just have, Molten Beam as my secondary and all that other stuff. But that is pretty much my psychic power setup. And like I said, it's wrecking shop on everything that I come across. Oh, I almost forgot. We've still got to talk to the captain to see what's going on.
I have opened the logbook, Inquisitor. It was extraordinary. I held in my hands the entire secret history of my house.
I trust it will make fascinating reading. But for now, I only need the details about Uther Tiberius.
I can tell you where Gregor van Winters took the survivors of the Martyr, but that happened a very, very long time ago.
It's the only lead I have. Take us to those coordinates, Captain.
I'll make the necessary arrangements. Meanwhile, you have a message from the Conclave.
This is a message from Inquisitor Helena Goslar. I must tell you, I was in charge of purging the Van Winter family. I have learned that you have reopened the investigation, and in all honesty, I find your decision perplexing. All my actions follow the decrees of the Lex Imperialis and spiritual guidance gained through rigorous penitential practices. Now it falls upon you to make a new decision regarding the future of this house.
Oh. Oh, we have another choice. We've got to stick with the Puritan. We're going down that pathway as it is. We've got to stick with it.
Captain, I have made my decision regarding the fate of your house. Even if your father made his pacts with no heretical intentions, it won't absolve him of trafficking with the enemy. His punishment was just, and it should remain in effect.
I understand your decision, Inquisitor. I only hope that I can serve your cause in the future with such dedication that you will reconsider my case.
Okay. Well, that's that. Let's take a look at our morality compass here. Puritan 100 unlocks Hater, Warp Thorn, Holy Rage, and Demonic Lore on the Puritan Path skill tree. Let's take a look at that. Hater, Warp Thorn, Holy Rage, and Demonic Lore. Let's see. 10% damage bonus against Chaos and Dark Eldar enemies. Oh! 30% of warp damage taken is reflected. Ooh. 20 warp resistance and 5% damage bonus on taking warp damage. Okay. 20% damage bonus against daemons and daemon engines. Oh, this is interesting. So this is all just about complete demonic purging. I like it. What's this one up here? HP and suppression regeneration per second for 5 seconds on killing a daemon. Ooh. Maximum HP and damage bonus to you and nearby allies. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Negative damage dealt by Chaos and Dark Eldar enemies. Oh, this is a very interesting skill tree. We may actually have to go down this one and just put some points into that, because this one here, Demonic Engines, that is actually very interesting. And damage bonus against Chaos and Dark Eldar enemies, that's also interesting. But I think we're going to call the episode there. This one was a little bit longer. We went over our skill sets. We completed 2 missions, and we're actually doing pretty good. We're getting real close to finishing up chapter 4. We have to find Uther's tomb in the next one. So, yeah, that'll be in the next episode. But for right now, I think that's going to be it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good day.